Yeah, hi guys. Welcome to our interesting playlist that is a mastery link query. So in this video, we are going to understand how we can find out the count of the group. So using this group by method. Okay, so means what? Like suppose this is my Excel and having this kind of record means ID, material code, amount. Okay. So what I need to do? I need to find out the count of this group. Means what? So this is a column material code. Here we have a duplicate codes. See A, BB, BBB, A. So I want to find out this how many A. So how many B, then how many C. So how we can find out that means what? How we can find out the group count? Okay, so let's see. We are going to understand in UiPath using link query by group by method. Using group by method. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to get the data from that Excel. So how we can achieve that? So I'm going to use the Excel application scope. In your case, you should able to get that activity means like which is related to like modern Excel activity and workbook activity. I'm going to use the Excel application scope. And here I'm going to apply the read range. So using this, I'm going to get the data from that Excel. So this is my Excel. Okay, and read range seat name is a C2, and I'm going to create a output of this read range, that is a DT. Okay, so next, so here I'm going to find out the count of that group. Okay, so I'm going to take a assign activity. Okay, here I'm going to apply the link query. Okay, so how we can find out the group count? Okay, so here always group, here we are going to use a in link query we are going to use a group by method. Okay, so first line is a iteration line. Always this line is a iteration line from row in my collection is nothing but a data table. So what is the next? So next line is a group by, and my property is, what is meant by group by method? Group by method, it is going to create a group based on property or specific key. Okay, so so x is equal to my property is, I need to put the row in bracket. My column name is this one. This material code is my property or specific key. Based on this specific key, it is going to create a group. Okay, so finally I am going to write the dot to string. Okay, dot to string, and into I need to store that group. So how we can store that? grp is equal to grp is equal to group, means what? It is going to store that group into the variable. Okay, so what is the next? I want to find out the what I need to do here. I need to find out the count of that group. So how we can achieve that? So here I am going to use the select method. Select grp dot, or I am going to display as an array. So instead of this, I am going to write x dot to string, means which material and how many count. X dot to string, here I am going to concat this colon. Okay, so colon and space plus we need to put the count of that, means grp dot count dot to string. Okay, so whole string I am going to store into the array. So here I am going to apply the dot to array. Okay, it is going to store the all data into the array. I am going to click on save button. Okay, and I'm going to create an array. So control K, array underscore var. Okay, so this is my array variable. Okay, array of string. Okay, so it is going to display the material code space colon space that count. Okay, let's see. So how we can display that array? So that's why I'm going to take a message box activity, string dot join. I am going to use a separator and comma. I'm going to put the collection. This is my array. So I'm going to display the uh, like array as a string. Okay, I'm going to run this. Let's see what happened. It is going to display the material colon count, material code colon count of that particular material code. Yeah, so perfectly fine. See, A three times, one, two, three. Okay, correct. Again two times, BB again three times, one, two, three. Correct. CC one times only. Okay. E two times, one and two. Correct. Suppose instead of that putting this data into the array, I want to write into the Excel. Okay, and means I have two column material code and count of that. So how we can achieve that? So I'm going to get a built data table activity. First of all, I'm going to create a structure of that. Okay, having two column. Okay, so build data table activity. I'm going to put the name of two column. Okay, so remove this and first column name is a material code. Okay, material underscore code. Okay, and I'm going to click on save, and my next column name is a count of that material code count. Okay, material count, material underscore code underscore count, and that is also string. I'm going to put the as a string. Okay, I'm going to click on OK, and this one also OK. Okay, and output of this, it is a dt underscore 1. It's a separate dt underscore 1. Okay, so I'm going to create a structure of that two column. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to put the all data into this dt underscore 1. Okay, here I'm going to put the dt underscore 1. Means what? We have only two column, material code and count. So how we can maintain that? Instead of this array, I'm going to do that. Okay, so here instead of this string, I'm going to write the array row. Okay, so which dt underscore 1 dot, this is my dt having how many columns? We have two columns only, correct? So dt dot, what I need to add? I need to add a rows. Okay, so here we have a rows. Okay, dot, what I need to do? I need to add, correct? We have a function, that is the add function. Which things you need to add? I need to add the array as a data row. Okay, so what is the first? My first is the x dot to string. X means what? Material code, comma. Again, what is the next? Again, I need to add the count of that. So how we can add that? Grp dot count dot to string, dot to string. Instead of this array, my output is a data table. So I am going to write the copy to data table, copy to data table. Perfectly fine. I am going to click on save, and finally I want to write this dt into the Excel. So I am going to take a activity, that is a right range. Excel right range, drag and drop. Okay, and sheet 2 again. Okay, sheet 2. I'm going to write the same sheet. Okay, and my dt is a dt underscore 2, dt underscore 1. Okay, and my position, starting position is f1. Okay, f1 here. Okay, instead of a1, I'm going to write that table into the, which is starting from f1. Okay, and always go with add headers option when you are trying to add the data into the Excel. Okay, so that is fine. I'm going to delete this message box. Okay, now what is the output of this link query, guys? Data table. Okay, so it is going to create a group and take a count of that. Okay, material code, and that respect to count you will get into the Excel. Okay, so let's see. Execution is started here. So it is going to write the all data, it is starting from f1. Yes, correct. A having three record, 1, 2, 3. Correct. So this is nothing but how we can apply the group count. Okay, so BB having three record 1 2 3, CC again 1, DD 1, EEE 2, 1 2. So this is nothing but how we can get the group count using group by method. Okay, this is all about that. Okay, output as a array, output as a string. So how we can get that number, group count. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to this channel. Yeah, so thanks.